So we're off on a little off-road adventure. All loaded up. Got the Ride Iron 30 litre bag on the back. Nice bag that is. And we're going to do a bit of moto camping on the wild side. So I found this lovely little spot right on the edge of the swale, and it'll be sheltered from the north wind. So we're going to do a bit of tarp and bivvy. Real basic wild camping. Should be good. Right, let's go. Off on our wild camp. Wild moto camp. Should be good. Been looking forward to this. So I've got a pretty minimal gear. Try to keep the weight down. The heaviest thing I've got is my camp bed. So I've got to have a little bit of comfort in my old age. So I've been busy in the kitchen this morning. You never guess what I've been making. I've only made a batch of Cornish pasties. Whopping great things they are. So I've got one of those for tea. Haven't got to do any cooking. So I've wrapped it in silver foil, and what I'm going to do is just put it next to the campfire to warm up. Yeah, looking forward to that. A proper Cornish pasty made by a Cornishman. So it isn't too far to my spot. Not far at all, really. I'm not even going off the island. And that's the beauty of it, isn't it? You know, if I want to bail, I can just pack up and come home. I can be home in 20 minutes. I've never bailed on a camp yet, so that's unlikely. I think the only thing that will make me bail is if I get bothered by some hoodlums or some bloody job's worth officials come along and turn me off, because you're not supposed to be there. All the land is owned by Peel Ports, but there is a public footpath. There's the coast, the England coast path. It actually goes right past where I'm going to camp. I'm not worried about the odd dog walker or hiker. You know, they won't do any harm, will they? They'll probably be more scared of me than I am of them. The local yobbos from the housing estates nearby. Hopefully I won't see any. So we'll be going under the new bridge in a minute. Yeah, I suppose it's about 5 miles or so from my house, something like that. Not far at all. This is a bit of a dodgy turning, this is. Got cars in front, I've got a car behind as well. That's a bit dodgy. Yeah, we've got some gangsters over here. That's a bit surprising. Yeah, they don't usually get cars down here, do they? That gate isn't normally open. Well, what are they up to, I wonder? The little scooter. Perhaps he's camping. So I've got to be careful because I've got quite a bit of weight on the back. Yeah, I would have bought the Cub, but some of this terrain is quite rough. And we've got one particularly nasty little climb to do. I wouldn't really like to do it on the Cub. It'll do it, but I don't want to fall off and damage it, you see. I don't mind about this little XR. This is expendable, this little machine. I was up here the other day actually, and I stashed a bag of firewood and a 2 litre bottle of water as well, because I wouldn't want to carry another 10 kilos of firewood on the back. Yeah, I can really feel that weight actually, so I'm just going to take it easy. There's no rush. It's not a race. I don't know what are these lads up to on their pit bikes. Funny, I've been over here loads of times during the week and you don't see anyone at all. Today it's like Piccadilly Circus. So the spot I've got in mind is fairly exposed. If anyone rides along this particular track right to the end, you know, I'm going to be in full view. Wow, look at the colour of that lake. Magenta. Looks pretty evil. I don't think it's pollution though, I think it's just algae or yeah, what do they call it? Yeah, like an algae bloom I suppose you'd call it, because it's quite salty, that water, and the salt reacts with the algae. Sake. The kid's up there with it. God, he's got an air rifle. Let's go and see what they're up to. Crash while they're watching. Right, lads. Alright, see you later, lads. I find it always pays to be friendly with these yobbos. If you don't seem threatening to them, they're not going to be threatening to you. That is quite interesting about the rabbits though. So I've got an air rifle and I've got an air pistol. I could have brought that with me. Might have come in handy for self-defence. So look at that for a view. Don't know much you can see on the camera, but that is a good view, that is. So that's Queenborough dead ahead. Sheerness Docks where the 4 windmills are. Right, so I've got to go back on myself. Just wanted to show you that nice view. So where I've got in mind is down here. It's sort of semi-hidden. Yeah, that little flat spot there. Right where the bike is. Got to be careful here. If I go back too far, I end up in the drink. Gold. So I thought if I leave the bike here, I've got a camo bike cover, so no one will see me. It's just, if you can see that post there, that's the England Coast Path sign. But yeah, unless you come over to this area, you won't see me. So this is the spot I've got in mind. It's reasonably flat. I can put my tarp up that slope and have it angled up a little bit. Got a lovely view. Yeah, out of the wind as well. So I've just been to get my firewood stash and my water. 2 litres of water, that should be plenty. And a bag of firewood. Because there isn't much in the way of trees up here for firewood. Well, not dry firewood anyway. So what I'm going to do is put my camo cover over the bike, and that should create a bit of a barrier to my area here. That's the plan anyway. So I've got my little Ride Iron 30 litre waterproof bag with me. It's perfect for this trip. See, they've even made me a patch. Super Cub Adventures. Yeah, nice little bag. So this is the tarp we got. It's a British Army Basher. Hope it's big enough. So we're all set up. It's the bike covered up. My little lean-to tarp with my camp bed and a nice thick sleeping bag and a German army wool blanket. Should be toasty. But look at this for a view. Lovely, isn't it? Yeah, little stash of firewood. Yeah, I'm only going to get an hour or two out of that, aren't I? Unless I can find some more somewhere. A little bit of kindling. Yeah, I might be able to scavenge some more wood from somewhere. But it's not too cold. So I can hear some hoodlums over there with their quad bikes by the sounds of it. Hope they don't come this way. I'll feel happier when it gets dark. I don't think they'll come around in the dark. Yeah, lovely spot though, so sheltered here and out of the wind and in the sun. Handsome. I might crack into my bottle of beer. Oh, I've got another one of these Adnams Ghost Ship pale ales. They're really nice. Yeah, idyllic spot. So this is a bit lower than I'd like, really. The wind is blowing it down, you know. But it keeps the wind off, and when I'm lying down it'll be okay. That's all we need. Right, I'm packing up. Gonna get out of here. There's a whole pack of yobbos on their quad bikes. They gave me the eyeball pointing. I think they're going to be back with reinforcements. They could see I had a bike. They're going to come and take it. So I'm getting out of here a bit quick. What a bloody shame. Bloody low-life scum. I think those two lads with the air rifles must have told their mates. Oh, fuck it, they're back. I was going to get out of here. The place is overrun with these bloody hoodlums. I've been over here loads of times. I've never seen so many. They obviously haven't got school or jobs to go to. So I really felt unsafe there. So I'm not going to be a hero and try and stick it out. No way, I'm not doing it. I've got to go the long way back now to get out of here. Otherwise I'd have to run the gauntlet of them. There's 3 or 4 of them on these big quad bikes. All the balaclavas on that, you know. Really intimidating looking. So it quite easily just take my bike, take me all my stuff, you know. And there wouldn't be anything I could do about it. And it's my stuff. So they're not having it. I don't think I've ever packed up so quick in my life. It was like a 10-minute pack up. Probably less than that actually. Yeah, I didn't even eat my pasty. I've still got it though. Oh, crikey. Only drank half my beer. Had to chuck the rest. Well, I apologise for that. I've never bailed on a camp. That is the first time. No sign of them, luckily. Oh, I've got this nasty little slope to go down. I need to take a run up at it really. It's horrible doing it from a standing start like this because that is steep. These horrible ruts that the 4x4 boys made. And there's the Magenta Lake. So you can see the bridge in the background. I'll be safe when I get out onto the road. Such a shame because I've always wanted to camp over here and always been a little bit wary, but I've scouted it out a few times and never seen anyone, you know, nobody comes along. And it's a Wednesday, it's not as if it's a weekend. And the place is full of flaming gangsters. Yeah, see you on the next one. Hopefully that'll be a bit more successful. Hope my pasty survives.